So recall and delivery, and I'm sure many of you are doing these things and incurring the wrath of patients, as you call them, for about the 8th time. So we text all of our cohorts each week, and for the over 65s we do call quite early, and we also send letters, and in some instances we even will have some of our clinical directors phoning the patients, particularly this year where we found that we had some over 65s that previously had but weren't having this year, so we thought they were a good population to focus on. For the under 65s, because it's a huge cohort, but if you're calling a few people each week to get in, that kind of keeps things aligned. And then children, we sent letters out to this population, I think after half term, when we basically got through as many of what we would call easy wins as possible. For carers and pregnant, for carers I sort of think it's very, very tough being a carer, and one of the main benefits is getting the flu jab. And so, but we also try to do things where we have carers health checks and carers events, so that we're enabling them to get some support from the wider carers associations in our local area, as well as getting the flu jab. So they're getting 2 or 3 things from that time, because their time is so precious often. As I'm sure you have found, we have found opportunistic immunisation is a really cool facet of the vaccination programme, particularly things where, you know, they're in with a GP, the GP suggested they have it, and then there's somebody sort of on the outside to do. It's really, really important, and also actually I think than something like shingles or pneumo. We've had a huge range of clinic types trialled across 80 medics, and I think this is one thing where it's very, very local and is down to where, you know, you really knowing your population. So we have some surgeries, and they tend to be the bigger ones, that will text and say, come in at any time and we will give you a flu vaccination. That works for them. We also have extended hours clinics, so we'll try and do quite a few Saturday walk-ins in many of our clinics to start early in the season. We also will do, because sometimes they aren't, you know, you don't want to put on a lot of clinical capacity if people aren't going to come in. We will try and book in, say, 50% of it, so that you know you're definitely going to get some activities flowing through, and then have the walk-in going out constantly. There's some patients who will do appointments, and obviously you've got the opportunity through LGC reviews to do some, and we've actually had a fairly low threshold in doing home visits, particularly for the over 65s, just to help kind of get the numbers up.